Before adding instruments and writing music, Hanson started singing a cappella songs from the 50s.
Like anybody, you originally have influences, and so the first things you hear, are the things that get you into music. And we heard rock and roll, we heard 50s and 60s music, and even songs like Bop, which were the first, this song that really broke out there was really inspired by a lot of like classic doo-wop and vocal groups and stuff like that. It was the first thing that got us going, got us into music and writing and wanting to produce and play music.
The new CD is called The Walk. Taylor feels there are many different influences that created the songs. It's been 10 years since their last major success.
One thing we've always said about this band is that everybody writes, plays, and sings. It's kind of everybody brings together definitely a different set of influences, and that's what makes. Sometimes that's what makes our record so eclectic. Honestly.
15 years is a long time to keep a family act going.
It goes way beyond the sibling thing, because a lot of times people will be like, how are you in a band with your brothers? And those people wouldn't be in a group with their brothers or their family. I think with us, we were always connected by music, and then every once in a while it's like, oh yeah, we are brothers. We're at Thanksgiving together, and we have the same parents. Like we hang out in the family environment, but we run a business together. We've been a band together, and honestly, I think the music has always been the thing that's kind of kept us connected, because it's continually a passion. There's a rich history of, I think, particularly brothers in bands, and I think that's because there is something about the way when you get guys who are from the same genes and they, grown up together, they've learned how to play music together. You spent your whole life learning how to play off of each other.
Hanson's new single is called Great Divide. They recorded the song with a children's choir while in Africa.
The time there really inspired us for just the needs that are there, especially with relation to AIDS and HIV. And if you buy that song on iTunes, all the proceeds from the download of Great Divide goes directly to a hospital in South Africa that their whole focus is mother-to-child transmission of AIDS.
Hanson is not only popular in the U.S., their shows continue to sell out around the world.
To get to break through internationally is really hard as a band, and we've definitely got a chance not only to kind of have some little glimpse, but to go back over and over to Latin America, China, Japan, all throughout Southeast Asia, Australia, and it still blows me away.
Hanson is one band that is using their fame for a good cause.
I don't want to be too heavy, but one of the things that we're doing actually with the tour that's really cool is to continue our efforts with Great Divide. We've partnered with a really awesome company called Tom's Shoes, who I'm wearing their shoes right now. And when you buy a pair of their shoes, they give a pair of shoes to a kid in Africa, and we're planning to go back to Africa to literally put them on their feet.
Hanson also hosts barefoot charity walks so that people can feel what it's like to not have shoes on your feet. For now, Taylor, Zach, and Isaac remain on tour for their new CD, The Walk. I'm Larry London, VOA News.